Hello everyone, good morning to all of you. Welcome at Exampur English Medium Prep. I welcome all the students who are preparing for their exams. Exampur is one of the best, India's best platform for the government jobs preparation. So guys, first of all, please do like this session and share among all your friends so that they can also get the benefit of these classes. Okay. So today we are going to discuss the current electricity chapter, which is very important as a viewpoint of your exam. And if you see the questions, previous year questions, then you will find variety of questions asked in different examinations based on this chapter, from this chapter, current electricity. So today we are going to study current electricity. I'm sure that most of you have already gone through the current electricity topic when you were in school, but those who are from not the scientific background, science background, this is a very new thing for them, like arts graduates and commerce graduates and any other stream. Okay, so let's start current electricity. Current electricity, actually electrical energy is the very important form of energy which is widely used in this world nowadays, because there are so many reasons that electrical energy is a central energy. Electrical energy can be said to as a central energy. Central energy means electrical energy can be converted into any form of energy, but any form of energy cannot be converted into any form of energy without converting into electrical energy. Just like if we want to calculate the sound energy into heat energy, then obviously we cannot convert. But sound energy to electrical energy, then electrical energy to heat energy can be converted. If we want to convert electrical energy into sound energy, then obviously we can convert. But if you want to calculate the heat energy into sound energy, cannot be converted directly. Heat energy, first of all, can be converted into electrical energy, then electrical energy can be converted into sound energy by using loudspeakers. Okay, so that's why electrical energy, this is a very important, this plays a very vital role in physics and in our day-to-day life. Okay, so first of all, when we talk about the electricity, we should know about the basic particle of all the substances in this world, and the basic particle, fundamental particle, that is the very basic unit of anything. Like this remote has been made of many smart particles known as atoms, and those atoms get combined to form a big particle. This is known as molecule, and those molecules combine to just make an object like this. Okay, so here we will discuss about the atom. Atom is the very fundamental particle. Atom, this is atom. Okay, so this is atom. Atom. Atom is constituted by the three fundamental particles. Atom is constituted with three fundamental particles. Number one, neutron, proton, and electron. There are three fundamental particles by which this atom is constituted. This is made of. There are only three particles. Number one, neutrons. First of all, electron. Which is denoted by small e letter. Okay, then proton. This is small p. Neutron, this is small n. Okay, This is small n. So guys, electron, proton and neutron. Actually, when we talk about the electron, proton and neutron, we must know about the names who discovered them. Actually, electron was discovered by J.J. Thomson. ठीक है ना, J.J. Thomson. But proton by Goldstein. Neutron by James Chadwick. Okay, when we discuss about all these particles, we should know about the mutual behavior of these particles also. We should know the mutual behavior of these particles, because these particles behave each other in a very different manner. Okay, so we should know about that also. So these are the names of scientists who discovered these particles, the respective particle. Okay, so the mutual behavior of these particles. Mutual behavior, suppose that if you want to know about me, if you want to taste my behavior, then you must interact me. That's why, to know the behavior of the other particles, one particle has to interact with the other particle. Okay, so another particle will interact that particle, and suppose that electron is placed in before electron is placed in front of proton. Proton is placed in front of proton. Electron is placed in front of neutron. Proton is placed in front of neutron, and neutron is placed in front of neutron. Okay, so this is the electron. And electron, both of these particles, actually it was observed that these particles repel each other. Repel means they just see each other, and thus the separation between them starts increasing due to an invisible force, and this invisible force is known as repulsion force. Okay, repulsion force. When we talk about the electron and proton, when these particles were placed in front to each other, the separation between them starts decreasing. They started approaching each other due to an invisible force that is known as attraction force. This is known as attraction force. Again, when we talk about the proton, the separation between them starts increasing. Separation. So these particles starts repelling each other. Separation between them starts increasing like this. Okay, when electron and neutron were placed each other in front of each other, then there were no attraction force nor no repulsion force. No force were observed. No force was observed. there was electron, there was neutron. Suppose that again, if I say that electron and electron, both of these particles repel each other, and proton, both of these particles repel each other, electron and electron and proton, both of these particles, electron and proton, both of these particles attract each other, then what kind of force is acting between them? Or repulsion, please mention. This is repulsion force, okay, repulsion, and this is attraction force, and this is attraction force, ठीक है ना, and this is repulsion force. This is repulsion, and this is, there is no force in between electron and neutron, proton and neutron, just because the availability of neutron. Actually, neutron does not hold any property, any specific property, but these particles, electron and proton, hold a very specific property. This is known as charge. Electron and proton hold a very specific property, charge. Charge means a mathematical responsibility. If any particle bears some charge, then obviously the similar particle having the similar charge, when placed in front of this particle, will repel each other. It means the particles having similar charge will repel each other, and a particle having the charge opposite to the sign of this particle or any other particle, when placed, two particles placed in front of each other having the different sign of charge, both of these particles will attract each other. It means on the basis of this charge, charge is categorized in three types. Number one, negative charge. Number two, positive charge. Number three, neutral charge. Number three, neutral charge. Okay, negative charge. Actually, negative charge were given to the electron. Negative charge was given to electron, but the positive charge was given to proton. Positive. So proton bears positive charge and electron bears negative. Neutron bears zero charge. Neutron zero charge. Okay. So guys, here we can say that the negative charges repel each other, positive charges repel each other, but the negative and positive charges attract each other. Both of these particles attract each other. Okay. So the value of electron's charge is represented as E minus. This is equal to 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. Coulomb. What is coulomb? Actually, coulomb is the unit of charge. Okay. Proton. This is equal to plus 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. Okay. Neutron means zero charge, 0 coulomb. Okay. So these are the values of charges of different particles. These are the values of different charges. These are the values of different charges. Okay. Please write down. Okay. So these are the values of the charges. Now, if we talk about the charge on any body, suppose that if we talk about the charge on any body, like any metallic ball or any other thing, Buddh Prakash, hello, good morning, any other thing, then first of all we should know that since there are three kinds of charges, positive, negative and neutral. Any body can bear all of these three types of charges, as I have told, that a positive, a negative and a neutral charge. So we should know that from where these charges come from. Okay, how do these charges are generated, are produced or generated? Okay, so suppose that we take an example of sodium atom. We take an example of sodium atom like this. This is a sodium atom. Actually, sodium atom is written as in chemistry 11Na23. 11Na23. 11Na23, it means 11 means 11Na23. 11 means number of electrons. 11 means number of electrons. इसको मैं लिखता 11 means atomic number. Atomic number is equal to 11. Atomic number represents, atomic number tells the number of electrons in an atom. Number of electrons. Atomic number of any chemical element represents the number of electrons and the number of protons in the uncharged atom. Atomic number, this is equal to number of electrons. Atomic number is also equal to number of protons. Okay, this is like this. Okay, so here we can say that, and the atomic weight, and this is the this is atomic number, this is Z, and this is atomic weight, and this is capital M. Okay, atomic number. So atomic number, this is equal to atomic number. Atomic number can be represented as Z. Okay, so atomic number, atomic mass, this is equal to capital M. Atomic mass, this is equal to number of protons plus number of neutrons plus number of neutrons. Number of protons plus number of neutrons. Number of protons plus number of neutrons. Okay, so here we can write it as just like in a sodium atom, in a sodium atom 11 electrons exist, 11 proton exist. Okay, and 12 neutron exist. 12 neutrons exist. Okay, 11 proton, 11 neutron, 11 electron, 11 proton and 12 neutrons. How can we calculate the number of neutrons? By using this formula. Actually, atomic mass has been given 23 and the number of protons, this is equal to 11. It means the number of neutrons will be equal to 12. Okay, so I have just drawn the atom rearrangement of particles. Okay, now so suppose that if we talk about the number of electrons, like this, suppose that this is the sodium atom, and now we have withdrawn the one electron from this. we have withdrawn the one electron from this, then the total remaining electrons will be equal to 10. Now the total charge appearing on this particle will be equal to minus 10 plus 11, and this will be equal to plus 1. It means this particle will bear a positive plus 1 charge. Okay, this particle will bear plus charge. Okay, and this particle will bear, okay, this particle will bear, oh, this particle will bear like this. Suppose that we have added an electron. It means if we have added the electrons, the total number of electrons will be equal to 12. It means the total charge appear in this body will be equal to minus 12 plus 11, and this will be equal to minus 1. It means the negative charge will be appearing on this remaining atom part. Here we can observe one thing. Here we can observe one thing that like this. We can observe one thing, and the remaining one thing is this. In this part, number of electrons is less than the number of protons. Number of electrons is less than the number of protons. The number of protons, and here the number of electrons is greater than number of electrons is less than the number of protons. Okay, number of electrons is less than number of protons. Number of electrons is less than number of protons. Okay, and this is the number of electrons is less than number of protons. Okay, so this is what here we can observe, that when on any body, suppose that on your body, on this mobile phone, on this remote control device, on this marker, on anything, if one thing occurs that in any body, number of electrons is less than the number of protons, then obviously the positive charge will appear, and here we will say that deficiency of electrons. We will call it as deficiency of electrons. Okay, now here you can see that the number of electrons here, in this case the number of electrons is greater than the number of protons. Here the number of electrons is greater than the number of protons, and that's why we will call it as that the number of electrons is greater than the number of protons. It means this is excess of electrons. This is known as excess of electrons. When there is excess of electrons on any body, then obviously the negative charge will appear. Okay, so this is what all about the charges. So how does the charges are generated? I have explained all these things. Okay, so this is the manner that the charges are developed. Now one thing, suppose that if we add one more electron, then obviously the double negative charge will appear. If we add 3 electrons, then obviously the charge appearing will be equal to minus 3 minus. Okay, I mean 3 negative charges. That's why we can say that the charge on any body, charge developed on any body, that is equal to the integral multiple of the charge of electron. If we divide the charge of body by the charge of a single electron, then you will get an integer value. Always get an integer value. Any body cannot have any charge which is the fraction of the charge of an electron, cannot be exist, because either you will add the electron fully or you will withdraw the electron fully. You will not add the electron partially. That suppose that like this, that I have two legs and one leg I have just placed in on the neighbor's house, and the remaining second leg was at my home. No, this is not possible. You will have to move at that home, or you will have to remain here. Okay, in the similar way, an electron has to be replaced fully or added fully. Okay, it cannot be done partially. That's why the charge developed on the electron, on the atom, on the molecule, on any other object, that is equal to the integral multiplication of charge of electron, and this is known as the quantization of charge. And this is known as the quantization of charge. Okay, this is known as the quantization of charge. So here we can write it as charge is quantized. Charge is quantized. Charge is quantized. Charge is quantized. Okay, charge is quantized. It means charge on any body charge on any body is always equal to charge on any body is always equal to the integral multiple of is equal to the integral multiple of charge of electron. Charge of electron. Okay, suppose that if we talk about the charge on any body, and the magnitude of charge on any body is capital Q. Assume the charge on any body is capital Q, then capital Q will be equal to N into E. Capital Q will be equal to N into E. So this is okay. So here we can write it as that Q is the charge on the body. Charge on the body. Small e, this is the charge of electron. Charge of electron, and N is the integer value, integer number. Okay, so this is the value of charge. Okay, so here we can write it as the charge on any body is always equal to N into E, where N is the integer value. It can also be known as deficiency or excess of electrons. Excess of electrons. Excess of electrons. Okay, so this is what the integration. This is the value of charge on any body. Suppose that if we talk about a body, a metallic ball, bears minus 4.8 into 10 to the power minus 16 coulomb charge, then please calculate the excess or deficiency of electrons in this ball. How can we calculate the deficiency or excess of electrons? Okay, now, so a metallic ball bears minus 4.8 into 10 to the power minus 16 coulomb. Calculate the deficiency or excess of electrons. Then it means, suppose that this is the ball and this is the ball. This is minus 4.8 into 10 to the power minus 16. 10 to the power minus 16. Minus 16 coulomb. Okay. And Q is equal to N into E. Q is equal to N into E. And minus 4.8 into 10 to the power minus 16 coulombs. Okay, very good. And this is equal to N into E. Value of E is 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19. Okay. So here you can say that if this value is negative, if a ball is bearing the negative charge, it means the excess of electrons. It means there is excess of electrons. It means there is excess of electrons. 1.6 multiplied by 3. Here you can remove the negative sign. So 1.6 multiplied by 3 and into 10 to the power minus 16, and this negative number when will come this side will become 10 to the power plus 19. Okay, so this will be equal to N. Then N will be equal to 3 multiplied by 10 to the power minus 16 plus 19, because these numbers are same. That's why the powers will get added. So N will be equal to 3 into 10 to the power 3, and this will be equal to 3000. Okay, 3000 electrons. 3000 electrons. So this is the answer. Actually, there is the deficiency of electron. There is the excess of electrons of 3000 electrons. 3000 electrons. Excess of 3000 electrons. Excess of 3000 electrons. Please write down. Okay. So guys, this is the concept. I think you all have got it. If you have any problem, then you can write in comments. And if you watch this lecture after this live session, then after, if you have any doubt, then you can write your doubt in the comment section. I will read that comment and I will answer in the next video. Okay. Those who are watching this lecture, please tell me your name and your city. Where are you actually watching from? Okay, so this is the question based on the quantization of charge. Charge on any body can never be existed in the form of the fractional value of the charge of electron. It will be always equal to the integral value of the charge of the electron. It means the integral times into 1 or 2 or 3 times the value of 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulombs. Okay. So again, suppose that, so this is all about the charge. We have gone through it, and now we will study the electric current. Okay. Electric current. Electric current. Electric current. What is electric current? Actually, when we talk about the electric current, first of all, the things who come in our mind, that electric current flows in our electric conductors at our houses. Okay, so yes, this is the same electric current. Actually, electric current is the measurement of the flow of charge. Electric current is the measurement of flow of charge, measured value of the flow of charge. So we can say that this is a metallic conductor. This is the metallic conductor. This is the metallic conductor like this. And there are many small atoms inside this conductor. So these are the atoms, and these are the electrons. These are the electrons. These are the free electrons actually. In metallic conductors, there are some free electrons. Free electrons are the electrons who can move inside the conductor everywhere. Inside the conductor everywhere. Okay. So electrons are the free electrons. Free electrons are those electrons who can move randomly in whole of this conductor. Okay. So free electrons. Okay. Free electrons, I have already told that free electrons can move anywhere in this conductor, but when this conductor is connected with a battery terminals like this, these are the battery terminals. There are two types of terminals in a battery. Number one positive, number two negative. Number one is negative, number two positive. Okay. So this is the switch. This is the switch. This negative terminal of the battery bears negative charge and positive terminal bears the positive charge. Negative terminal means there are the excess of electrons, and there is excess of electrons like this. Excess of electrons. Positive means deficiency of electrons. When we close this switch like this, these electrons, they just come outside the battery and just reaches at these points. These particles, they see that inside this conductor there are already free electrons. Then how can we enter in this conductor? But all these electrons see each other and they say डर के आगे जीत है, and they just start jump into the water, jump into the conductor. And like this, when these electrons enter in this conductor from this side, when these electrons enter in this conductor from this side, three electrons from this side come outside. Three electrons, these electrons come outside from this side, like this. Okay, like this. And again these electrons will lead to this position to complete the vacancy of these electrons, and the similar like these electrons, similar these electrons, and the similar these electrons move in this direction to fulfill the vacancy of these electrons. Okay, in this way we can see that electrons starts flowing in a certain direction. Electrons starts flowing in a certain direction. When these electrons starts flowing in a certain direction, then obviously we can say that a charge is flowing in this direction. Negative charge is flowing in this direction. If negative charge is flowing in this direction, it means the positive charge. It means the deficiency. Excess of electrons is going this side. It means the deficiency of electrons is going this side. It means here we can say that this will be the direction of positive charge. Okay, so total charge entered at this one end will be equal to the total charge exit from the second end. Okay, so the electric current can be defined as the charge flowing per unit time. Charge flowing per unit time. Per unit time is known as charge flowing per unit time is known as electric current. Electric current value, its unit is electric current. Electric current is represented as I. I is equal to charge flowing upon time taken. Upon time taken. I will be equal to charge flowing upon time taken. It means Q upon T. Charge, unit of charge, this is Coulomb. Upon, this is second. So Coulomb per second is the unit of electric current. Coulomb per second, this is known as this is equal to ampere. This is equal to ampere. Okay, so this is the unit of electric current, ampere, and this question has already been asked in different examinations many times. Electric current. Okay, so this is the unit of electric current, ampere. Actually, direction of electric current is always opposite to the direction of flow of electrons. Here we should write this line as direction of electric current. Direction of electric current. Electric current in a metallic conductor is always opposite to the direction of flow of electrons. flow of electrons. Okay, so these are the some important points. These are the some important points. These are some important points. Okay, please write down. Dear friends, I will stop this session here because I'm suffering from the fever since last 3 days, and I'm very weak at this time, and I'm not feeling well. That's why I could not continue the long class. Okay, when I will be very healthy, then I will start again taking the marathon classes for you. And please, I request you to please join these classes daily on daily basis, as well as please note down all the things I explain in my lecture, as well as some other teachers are also teaching you English medium. That's why this is the specific channel for those guys who belongs to the English medium background. And the content quality in English medium background is also very good, because there are also many very good books are also available in English medium. Those who are preparing for the UPSC exams, then obviously you will get the benefit of these English medium classes also, because the selection ratio of English medium classes is very higher than that of any other regional language, like any other thing. Okay, so Hindi medium guys, students, they watch the lectures on example other channels, but this channel channel is specifically for those who are from English medium background and were facing the many problems on those channels because they were not able to understand the Hindi in very deep manner. So that's why here we are here to solve your problem and to assist you in English. Okay, so please, I request to all of you, please do subscribe, share, and tell all your friends about this channel so that they can also join our classes. When you guys come in a very huge number, we get motivated. Thank you so much. Bye bye.